Hello and welcome back to the Cornucopia campaign. We are doing level 8, and we've got room for more gardens, which just means we're playing with an 11-card kingdom. Actually, 12-card kingdom because of Young Witch. So we've got Chapel Trashing with a 5/2. That would be tough. Oh wait, it's like a 13-card kingdom because there's Ferryman with Workshop. Okay, fine. This is, yeah, so we got Chapel for trashing, and being able to open Chapel on a 5/2 sounds pretty good. It can't be a bad thing. I'm actually thinking it's Chapel Ferryman. The reason being, if we collide the Workshop and the Chapel, if we have the Ferryman, we can always choose to discard the Workshop if we don't want it. But if we can also Workshop for a farmhands, and set aside the Chapel, and then, depending on the contents of our hand, we might get a better trash that way. I mean, the alternatives are what, like Market? Market's fine, and we'll definitely get some Markets, but overall, the draw here, Menagerie and Smithy, with Hamlet on the board, probably more so Menagerie. There's also Young Witch. There's also Chapel, so we'll definitely want to get Artisan, and yeah, get a bunch of Markets. Ferryman, we won't want very much of that because Workshop is not a card that we want a million of, but yeah, okay. Hamlet's also, oh no, never mind, Marcus. Yeah, the thing that's the real limitation here is like the payload is not the strongest. I mean, Artisan is pretty nice, but in terms of like having money, there's not a lot of it. Anyway. Three coins. They do get the Young Witch. I mean, we've got Chapel. I think we're already just going to take a Menagerie. Well, we might be bottom decking our Chapel here. We could like accept that as our fate and Workshop farmhands on Ferryman. We saw 2 estates already, though. So it's not like we have estates down there. I think we're going to play this. Yeah, let's just discard the Workshop. That's fine. Oh, so close. Well, so we do have the Ferryman down there. We also have another estate. We might get the Curse. On the other hand, we trigger a shuffle with bad cards in it. But on the other hand, if we Workshop now, we get some villages into our deck. It's a close call, but I think I'm gonna go like that. That worked out pretty well. And we get to Workshop again. We are going to need some money here. What have we got down there? Menagerie, Curse. And 3 coppers? It's pretty unfortunate. I'm thinking about getting a shop because I need money. Could be a silver as well, but I don't think our draw is good enough that I prefer that. Oh, there's a farmhands. Okay. Oh. All right. Let's play for finding our chapel. Oh, it was guaranteed. I didn't realize that. Um, do we withhold trashing a copper? No. 1, 2. We workshop for silver. That gets us to 4. We do it again next turn. That gets us to 6 without this copper. And we can buy an artisan. So I don't think we don't. I think we do trash the copper. Yeah, okay, so we workshop for another silver. Take an artisan. All right, now what? That's the artisan. Should artisan for market. That seems clear enough. Could workshop for another menagerie if we just want to be able to draw more. Let's do that. I think we take another artisan. Need to workshop for another village probably, but that's fine. Oh, we don't have to play our... What's it this turn? Our chapel. Okay. Artisan for market. I'm just going to take all the markets, I think. And workshop set aside the ferryman? The farmhands? We want a third artisan? Maybe. I mean, if there was a remodel, it'd be very clear that we do. Much is in the trash. So they still have 2 coppers, but they're otherwise clean. So us getting a young witch doesn't seem particularly impactful. Like maybe 2 artisans is fine. We could just go like market shop. Possibly market menagerie, but I don't think we need the draw from another menagerie right now. Especially with the ferryman set aside. Like how big are we aiming to build here? Do we want to get a bunch of gardens at some point? Or do we want to just get provinces and some duchies? I don't think gardens are going to be that good. Which makes me less inclined to just spam artisan. Like markets are already going to be pretty low by the end of our next turn, so the third artisan isn't necessarily helping a whole lot. So yeah, let's go market shop. Interesting. Kind of assuming they'd take a market with their artisan, which is one of the reasons I said what I said. Just do that. Have another market. There's that menagerie. We don't have enough stoof yet to even play it. What are we doing with the workshop? We could gain another shop, guess. Sure, why not? Oh, oops. I mean, not that this matters, but I did mess that up a slight amount. Okay. Just thinking 2 more markets and another shop. And then probably start greening and focus on having artisan and workshop gain us control. I mean, this will be enough for double province. I mean, if we can take the last market, I'll do it, but yeah, okay. Very well. So like here, we could potentially artisan for menagerie. We do need to be a little bit careful about the shop thing. We have 3 shops now. Or 4? We have 4 shops? Okay. There's one. There's another. It's weird. We're in this position where we like kind of don't need anything. Like, I mean, in theory, we could gain a couple more shops and trash one of our silvers. I don't actually think that's good, though. I think that will actually probably decrease our deck's reliability, if anything. Gaining one more menagerie obviously wouldn't hurt. We could also aim to set something aside with farm hands. Plenty of buys, so we don't need buys from the hamlet. If we don't need actions from the hamlet, that would be an option. Let's grab a menagerie. And then maybe we set aside a menagerie. And a hamlet. We do it in that order and then like use the hamlet to set up the menagerie. Sure, why not? So artisan for wait, can we also manage to top deck the farm hands? I mean, this really is not important. I'm just curious. If we workshop first for farm hands, we draw it, but yeah, we could do that. Workshop for farm hands, setting aside menagerie. Play market. The farm hands, whatever. Artisan for farm hands. Setting aside hamlet, top decking farm hands. Actions, buy double province. And we still have the ability to use artisan and workshop for payload if we decide we want it. But I feel like it's more efficient to just buy double, like draw our 16 coins and buy double province every turn than it is to like add more payload and use buys for that. Like we might as well just artisan, like it's easier to artisan and workshop for the things than to buy them. I was gonna say I don't think the AI is anywhere near the point where it's gonna be double provincing. Not least because we took most of the markets. Yeah, single provincing. I guess there's no reason to go for buy with Hamlet, really. Shop farm hands, shop a market. Shop ferryman. I guess we can gain something. Their deck is pretty junky at this point. I mean, I don't think it matters anyway. Like, we're going to win regardless. But we could actually consider taking a Young Witch at this point. Just to mess with them. Prison, Young Witch, Silver, 3. All right, we want to set aside here. We go maybe a Smithy. Smithy would be a good set-aside target once we've got 4 provinces in the deck. Workshop a Smithy. Farm hands. Oh, right, we have a market down here. Market. Young Witch. Doo-doo. Chapel. Curse. Artisan for farm hands. Setting aside Smithy. Top decking farm hands. Double province. In theory, we could be top decking Harbinger. This literally just occurred to me. Like, we could be blocking these curses. It's just that it doesn't really matter. I guess this game could just end on piles, huh? Maybe even we could have ended it on piles already. I didn't look at it, but I wouldn't be surprised. 2 farm hands and 3 curses. We certainly had the buys. Yeah, we totally could have ended the game. I was thinking about it, and then I was like, no, I don't think. But I forgot about the curses being so low. Well, we'll just end it on provinces anyway. Oh, look at that menagerie. So we can use the Young Witch to discard these provinces. Doop doop. Right. I guess we could take a duchy. This curse. And that. Duchy. Take a gardens. Oh, power up the gardens. Maybe. Didn't actually see. I think we went from 3 to 4. It'd be pretty unlikely if we didn't. Yeah. Oh, but we only needed one of the 8 coffers? Good job. Okay, well, anyway, yeah, a very, very stable deck here. Lots of menagerie support. Not a lot of stop cards. Getting 8 markets was pretty good. Young Witch. I mean, I did take one at the end, but it's just not. You have Chapel. You don't need Young Witch AI. You shouldn't do that. When did it? It didn't open Young Witch, did it? It did. Oh no. Well, at least it didn't terminally draw it. But that's yeah. That's a risk that's not worth taking. Yuck. 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 All right. Well. So far, so good on this campaign. We're 8 for 8. Next time, I'll see you for level 9. Until then.